is the long and short.
Yeah.
It
Alrighty.
does. I don't know.
Okay.
Are you gonna stick around for some Dota, or you hitting the hay?
Stick around. I'm curious about Dota, so I can stick around, but I don't have
Okay.
to stick around on camera if you don't want that.
Oh
No,
no,
it's fine.
Cool. Give me
Please.
like 1 second.
Yeah, I might dip out at the half-hour mark. I might not. What do I even have going on today? Nothing.
Doing some adjusting.
So, Pat, you've said you used to play Dota, right? You were a big Dota head?
I was a big D head. No, I don't know. I don't know if I was a big Dota person. I compared my time played to the friend who sort of guided me through Dota, and I was around 400 hours, and he was around 3,000 hours.
Wow.
Dota is a hobby and a half. It can be super rewarding and fun, especially when you're like playing with like a core group of friends, and you're all like getting good at your particular roles on the team, because like a team sport, like you play a specific position kind of, and people can switch between those roles, but yeah, I love it. Sorry, what did you ask? All you asked is, did you play Dota? My answer is yes.
Pat, that was a great answer. It was an introductory question to probe deeper into your knowledge of Dota, because I know very little about it, except that people play it a lot when they play it.
Yeah, it requires a lot of knowledge checks. It's an extremely knowledge-based game in terms of like knowing who can do what and
what can happen where.
Right, and then like just the evolution of every single game, understanding the phases, the many different sort of phases of the game. It's such an elegant, cool, weird game, which is why I think I spent so much time playing it. And also I would just talk shit with my friends while we were doing it.
Still adjusting.
Yeah, that's why I want to stick around. I want to stick around because I want to know. There's a lot of games. There's so many games.
There's so many games.
And I want to be able to understand and appreciate all of them, but that's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's one thing I like about watching people stream, is that you can just sort of pop in and be like, okay, I better understand what this whole deal is. So that's what I'm here for.
And so Josh is going to be playing Dota Underlords, which is this an auto chess game?
Yeah, it's auto chess, but if you play Dota, like a lot of the stuff transfers over because a lot of the skills are the same.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is pretty much a game that just takes the characters of Dota and puts them into a different game style, which I don't understand. Which is interesting because the characters of Dota are, in turn, all of them are just essentially hero characters from World of Warcraft. Okay. Are you aware of the history of Dota?
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go to full audio so that they could hear us real quick.
I think they've been hearing us.
Yeah, have they not been hearing us?
I think they've been hearing us.
Is this just for me? This is just for me.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I don't know. I'm not looking at you. Oh, they can hear us. Okay, great.
They can hear us.
Okay, great. Oh, well, this is very embarrassing. I'm just going to start this. Hello.
That's amazing.
Hi. My morning 10 a.m. anxiety really kicked in there.
Okay. Also, Josh, not that I don't appreciate this. You've clearly stretched Pat and skewered me, because I'm looking at the stream. Pat is definitely broader than he is in real life.
No, I've just been bulking up.
Hold on. Let me make some adjustments here. Hold on.
I mean, it's a weird commentary on I guess our body images. If anything, if you could make me a little bit more broad, I would appreciate that. I don't know how Pat feels about his breadth in the image.
I mean, I've been waiting for this my whole life.
I definitely had a friend in grad school who, after he learned how to do Photoshop, would never ever post a photo online until he had Photoshopped himself within an inch of his life. And so he would always post like really amazing group photos where like everybody else in the photo just looked like people, and then there was like this one beautiful magazine person.
That's amazing.
Much respect.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, do I respect it? I guess it's one of those things where I both respect it and I'm also just like, oh man, love yourself.
Yeah, it's a complicated emotion that I feel about it. Because like on the one hand, do you not have better stuff to do with your time?
Josh, do you need
Oh,
tips?
No, I'm doing it. No, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, right, I forgot about studio mode.
Doing it in studio mode.
Sorry, Mike. Mike in chat has made a wide Pat emote.
It's really good.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for dropping by, Mike.
Really appreciate it, Mike.
Oh my god.
Shout out Mike.
Well, yeah. There are a couple of donations that I'll read off as we adjust to this new world that we find ourselves in.
Our new widths.
Yeah, our new relative widths.
Just gonna do double pats real quick.
Okay. Thank you, a huge Wurlitzer fan, for your $10 donation. They say the circus can, should, and must come to town. They are, of course, referring to our ongoing target of making Brian play his terrible clown music playlist, which is currently at $8,089.48 of 10,000. Pat, you've heard some of that clown music, right?
I've heard none of the clown music. Wait, yes, and I think yes, I know some of the clown music.
I think yeah, you've seen some of that. You've heard some of the clown music. It's unimaginable. You guys are just gonna have to. You guys are just gonna have to listen to it. We also have a brand new incentive up at $66,900 to delete Josh's hair. Josh, do you wanna explain what that is?
Yeah. So I have this clipper here, and if we raise enough money, I will be giving myself a new hairstyle live on chat. And I don't know what hairstyle it's going to be, and it might be determined on how the chat for the rest of the day goes, but that's mostly during my shift. So we'll see. And just so you know, this is not a prop. Like, hold on one second. Just give us a little bit of ASMR so people know that this will be happening. Real. I hope that this is not against Twitch's terms of service, but we will be going with that. Remember, the amount is $6,900, and we will be deleting my hair because this is a good cause to delete my hair. I have been growing this hair for 2 years. I want it to go to a good cause.
Already getting people in the chat asking for reverse mohawk. It's like they knew.
Oh no.
That is something we talked about.
All right. So, DOTA on Lures came out in 2019, and it was around the time where auto battlers, or auto chess, if you may, was kind of a big thing. Like, I think there was the original mod in Dota 2, there was Teamfight Tactics from Riot. I think there was the original team that made the mod went to make their own game with, like, not Dota-related characters, and then Valve was like, well, you made the game, we're going to make the game too because you made it in our system, and mods typically go like that. So, this year I wanted to learn some new games because, you know, a pandemic, and it is one of those things where I didn't want to learn Dark Souls, so I decided to learn auto chess. And so I went with the one with stuff that I actually knew, which was I played Dota for about 4 or 5 years, and it was a best of times, it was the worst of times. And so I'm glad like games took about hours to do, and I didn't have that much time anymore, so as a result I needed an output to use all of this knowledge for. So this is where we ended up here. So I'm just gonna do a standard game and we'll roll, and I'll answer any questions along the way.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, really excited. Everybody in the chat I'm excited for you guys to see what a tonsure is, because
Also-
that is a hairstyle they're recommending that would be good.
Oh yes, that's
no.
it's a good and pious hairstyle.
Also, I will be rocking the hairstyle for the rest of the charity stream. So there's no
Nice.
after it is done, I am here and I'm committing to it for the rest of the time. All right. So
I'm gonna start.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, all right.
I was gonna say I'm gonna start some beef early.
Okay.
Just to get people talking, just to say some stuff and sort of generate some controversy. I love the character design in Dota, and compared to League, it makes League look like baby shit. Just the elegance of the character designs in Dota are I don't know, they're all so appealing and good to look at, and I don't feel that way when I look at the League characters.
I mean, I'm loving this walrus fella.
This is Jewel. He is a underlord. So in the game, there are 4 underlords who basically come through halfway through the game, and they are usually kind of what commands you to make your choices. Oh, okay, we got a game. Awesome. And they're kind of game changing, but they also go along with what you're going for.
Okay. All right.
This will make sense in a second. All right, so this is my board. I decorated with some cool cactuses. I'm really into cactuses. Also, it's the only thing I have available. This man is backward on purpose. And I'm just waiting for the RNG. So a big component of this game is RNG, and
Okay, so I'm seeing. Let me see if I can identify. We got a Crystal Maiden. I know that. I remember Vengeful Spirit. I remember Leech because everything he says is a pun about it being cold.
Yes.
And I don't know the other ones.
So Snapdragon was added, I think, last year. It was sort of like a grandma who makes cookies who rides a dragon. Tusk is a fighting walrus who
okay, I do remember Tusk.
And then Crystal Maiden, and then Vengeful Spirit is just a armor decreasing spirit who does magic. So I have no control over any of these enemies. Everyone is doing their own thing, and so it's sort of like a battle royale in which there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's supposed to be 8 other people that I'm fighting against, and so our boards basically smash together in order to see who gets the most. And most of the time, it's in the early game, it's kind of hard. It's a lot about keeping your money and also gathering up characters, because right now there is a hold on one second. This will be good later. There's a limited character pool in the beginning. So right now there are 4 Phantom Assassins who are available, and then there's a couple of Slardars. But this is all just a lot of RNG going on.
So this is just pulling your characters that you can draft just from the general roster?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, somebody in the chat recommended or compared it to Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, that's actually, I never thought of it like that.
It's
Okay.
Like 8-player Plants vs. Zombies.
Okay, I like that. That helps me understand what's happening a lot more.
And there's also a gacha game aspect of it in which you feed characters. So let's say you had 3, like I had 3 liches. Once I had 3 liches, my lich becomes a stronger lich. It becomes a 2-star lich.
Gotcha.
2-star lich is a good phrase. Sorry.
2-star lich
I don't know why
really
2-star lich got me. It did.
Losing early on is okay because it kind of makes it easier for you to get the stuff that people leave behind. Also in this game, there are levels, and levels offer you more units, as we can clearly see here. There are like tier 1 units, tier 2s, and every time you level up, there are just percentages for this to go on.
Does this game have a good tutorial?
Yes, there is actually a tutorial that is basically like player PvE, basically, that gives you options of understanding alliances a little bit better, and also what each character does. But I think that's where a lot of this Dota knowledge comes in, of like knowing that like Kunkka over here has this ghost ship that shows up, which just showed up, and you know Kunkka, he has that ability. He still... Go on.
So Kunkka rules. He when he launches his ultimate or whatever that is, it's a big ghost ship made out of waves, and it crashes onto the enemies. And sometimes he says, "That was a fail boat," which is terrible.
He's a great pirate captain with a weird ghost ship, and I think it's Dota's so like the voice lines that have come out of Dota characters are honestly pretty rough. Sometimes it's just like a lot of weird.
I mean, you got to write 150 characters. You got to come up with some dumb shit.
I have a lot of money, and I don't need any of these people. Okay, that's good.
What an attitude.
This is
I have a lot of money, and I don't need any of these people.
I don't need any of these people. I'm just looking.
That's the plot line of Scarface right there.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. If you've seen the titular movie Moneyball with Academy Award nominated actor Jonah Hill, that's currently what I'm doing right now.
Okay, you're just moneyballing these fucking goblins on the screen. Okay. Another sweet Kunkka thing. Sorry to stay on the Kunkka train, the Kunkka boat. There was this really amazing play at Dota Internationals once where this team came up with some incredible Kunkka cheese, because he has a ability called X marks the spot, where he can mark an enemy or a teammate, and after a counter will start counting. And then after a certain amount of time, they will teleport back to where they were when that counter started. So they were pushing up against the final barricade of the enemy team. And that's an expensive thing to do because your guys take a lot of damage. So the strategy that they came up with to keep the pressure on there was they would attack. He would X marks at the spot his own teammate. They would cast a teleport scroll back to their base where they heal very, very quickly. So they would teleport back to base. They would get 3 seconds of healing, and then they'd transport back to the front lines and just immediately continue assaulting the final barracks and towers. And it was so smart. And that's the stuff where Dota is just so cool and weird and systemic. It's great.
It's a lot of systems, and it's a lot of time put in the systems against other people. I'm doing poorly.
It's all right. It's your 10 a.m. This is your first run.
Yeah,
it's your first run.
All right. So
I wanted to tell everybody real quick that we crossed over the $57,000 line just very, very recently, and that's amazing. Thank you everybody so much who's been donating.
Thank you so much, guys. All right, 2 stars. I got 2 stars. I'm gonna check. So a lot of times you have to check what your opponents have, because due to the RNG, there is a lot of moments where, see, this guy over here has a lot of stuff on his bench that he might not need, but it takes it out of the pool of possibility of characters that I can pull.
Okay.
So since this man has a full bench of these characters, you could also be like, well, he has 2 of them. I think I just won my first one. That's great. But let's say I wanted to try out, let's see if there's anyone else with Crystal Maidens right now. There is not. Let's see if we try, is there any more people with Tusk? There's a lot of people. So it's a lot of supply and demand at a certain point of available characters.
Are you like drafting from each other, or?
Yeah, from the central pool, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just going to read some donations while you get into this game. We've got an elderberry donated $100. That's from a single elderberry. It's really impressive.
Wow. Imagine what a whole bunch could do.
Collective action. You just discovered it, Pat. A Dork Apocalypse donates $10. They say, thank you for keeping me company for the last few months while my partner is deployed and I am quarantined with my cats. Y'all are champions, and thank you for this charity stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. $10 from Jenna's Ninja Skills. My wife does Kung Fu, female martial artist. It's true, ladies. If you've never taken a martial art, I highly recommend it. It's going to make you feel great and much more comfortable moving about the world on your own, because you'll be able to defend yourself. .gb donates $25. They say, bring on the clowns. Josh's Hair donates $10, and they just say, frowny face. Thank you, Maggie, Jill, and Eric. Thank you, Anonymous, who gives $100. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you, Althea. Thank you, Really Just Jammer, or Gamer, but with a J maybe. They donate $50 and they say, I just woke up and I'm learning how to play Underlords now. Happy to give to a good cause. Thank you, Josh's Tonsure says, thanks for doing this. It's super cool. Love this trio. And thank you, Luna, for the $10 donation. Thank you, everybody who's donating.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so we're getting into the meat of it now, in which I've got a couple wins under my belt, and that's mostly over here due to alliances. So right now I have my mage alliance full, which means I need 3 people for the 35% more magic damage to actually proc open. And then I also have a human alliance, which generates 4 to 8 to 15, depending on how many humans I have on my team.
Oh, so okay, so the team synergy stuff comes in. Yeah. That's really interesting.
So that's cool. That's the hard part about this. So hold on one second. This is getting items is usually fair. So that's the part of the game that starts opening up now, in which alliances basically give you more bonuses depending on how many characters in that alliance that you have. So under here, you see a lot of characters that I could add to my roster in the future have alliances. So it's more about building alliance than alliance synergy. So right now I'm running human mage, which goes well with each other due to the fact that mana generation and then magic damage procs together. But if I wanted to add dragons, it would be a little bit rough in order to work through dragons, mostly due to the fact that there's not that many and I'm already full on into the human magic train.
Okay. So this is also, I'm assuming this is also part of the greater strategy of this is realizing who's doing what. And then, so like if somebody were to now realize that you're speccing towards a human build, they could start trying to exploit the weaknesses of a human build.
Yep. And also just start taking humans and then sticking them on their bench and not using them.
Right.
All right. Here is the Overlord phase. So each one of these Overlords have different abilities and often depend on what you need to do. This is Hobgen, DPS, Enno, the raccoon who does random things, and then Jewel is a forward tank, but I have decided to pick Annex, who does magic, but also healing, which I really need right now. But on top of that, at a certain point when her mana bar is full, she summons a giant golem.
Nice. Cool. Also, she's a cool tiefling.
Yeah. Love a tiefling.
I need that.
Okay. This is starting to make a little bit of sense to me.
It gets there. I think the part about it that I like the most is that it's a little bit of RNG and a little bit of pre-planning, a lot of pre-production. My favorite thing to do in videos, just pre-producing a video. The golem is proc, so he's in the back line doing a bunch of stuff, but I think I might lose this one. Yeah, I might lose this one. There's a lot of summoned enemies. Let's see. So the top person right now has a almost full savage lineup, but he has summoners and shamans, which all of this together makes it so he's just summoning a lot of stuff onto the board. This guy has a pretty balanced lineup. What do I need to get rid of here? Perfect. 3 stars. Okay, this is going to be great. So the real good thing about getting a 3-star character is that they unlock a ability. So Crystal Maiden's 3-star effect is all allies with their cooldowns reduced by 20% while Crystal Maiden's still alive. So that kind of pushes me more towards this human magic build, if you may.
Oh my god, this board is getting messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might, let me see what gold I get after this. What? The last part of this game that's really rough is just, it's very random. Like there are characters that you might possibly need and might not be able to get at a certain point. Do I need you anymore? I don't need you, and I'm gonna wait for this to proc.
Got a donation. I'm gonna catch. Sorry, can I do some donations?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna focus in here.
we just got one from Tara Long. Tara Long. Thank you, Tara. Tara says, "Get that paper," and drops $200.
Thank you, Tara.
Thanks, Tara. Thanks, Tara.
Thank you, Tara.
Anonymous dropped 20. May dropped 20. Gnome Chomsky dropped 20. Luna and yeah, thank you all so very much.
Can we get a T in the chat for Tara Long, Polygon boss and queen, and boss queen and queen boss Tara Long?
Mm-hmm.
Boss queen Tara Long. Yes. I might need to get some Meteor Bros into this. This is currently not looking good in that aspect.
Ooh, I love Puck.
Puck is great. I need
weird.
me. This might be fine. Not doing as bad as I thought it would be. Let's take a look at the board again. This guy's still in the lead, but he's cementing his early stuff, and then any contentions. Nope.
Thank you to everybody posting pictures of their pets under the Polygonathon hashtag so I can see your pets. I appreciate it personally.
When did that happen?
I asked them to do it in the chat just now. It's good. Yeah, that hashtag is going strong. If you, we really recommend everybody donating, obviously, because we're doing this stream so you donate to Innocence Project. But if you can't, another great way of helping us out is to tweet about what we're doing here, and calling up your friends, shaking down your family, and letting them know that we're doing this so that they can come and donate. So even if you can't afford any spare change at the moment, we get it. Just being here and helping boost our numbers and helping share this with people helps. So thank you for all that you are doing.
Indeed.
Thank you, Jenna. I really do appreciate it. So the magic is pretty much coming in, but I am very weak to, if somebody is gonna strong arm some stronger characters, I'm not gonna be able to survive this. Like, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, it looks. I'm seeing a lot of beef out on that field.
Yeah, I might have to pivot, which is
you got a bunch of kickers out there with a lineup of a defensive lineman.
Yeah. Let's see. So a lot of the RNG comes as you get access to more tiers of better characters. You get less access to lesser tiered characters. So characters are kind of tiered depending on their abilities and what they add to a team generally. And this is not really helping. This helps. All these dragon people.
Oh, y'all have cute pets. Oh god.
So Pat, do you have any questions about what's going on?
Well, here's one from the chat. It's I don't know if I'm gonna see. Can you explain the meta? Sorry, Craig Monster says, what do you do with gold?
Okay.
Upgrades, all that stuff. Like, are there? I'm gonna expand on that question. Like, yeah. What is the economy of the game? Because economy is such an important part of base Dota, just like seeing what a team is doing with their money. What can you do with the gold that you accumulate in this one?
Perfectly fine. So a lot of the times the gold accumulators go towards buying different tiers of characters, top 3, like it's stuff like that. It's also about leveling up your RNG, basically, is a lot of it. And it's knowing when to keep the economy low, because at different, like, every round you get a certain amount of money, but that money fluctuates depending on what's going on. So let's say I have 20 coins at the end of a round. The next round over, I'll get +2 coin due to having interest on a lot of my money. There's also over here on the left-hand side, Chop His Dish is currently trying to get a run going. And so as a result of that, that will also, if you complete 7 wins in a row, you'll get money on top of that. So it's a lot of knowing when to push harder in order to look for characters that you need to feed to other characters, or it's a lot of the times trying to understand when to save money for a different item or anything. I'm going to definitely do that. Items come every couple of rounds, and those are free. They used to be paid for, but that is not the case. You get them like a certain amount of rounds.
And is it like Dota in that? So are you just upgrading each character generally, or are you choosing? So like in Dota, you choose which abilities you unlock in which order. Are you doing that too, or are you just generally upgrading the character? Okay.
It is generally upgrading the characters to improve their damage and stuff like that. Usually, like the star rating really comes into effect of how powerful they are compared to other characters, and 3-star being the hardest to get, mostly because you need about 6 characters from a dice pool in order to get it done.
Okay, so it doesn't have the same thing that like Dota has, where like the game will reach a certain point and you're like, okay, people's ults are gonna start coming online right now. So
usually at the end game, it's mostly about people with full-on really locked-in alliances. So let's go back to the board here. The person in first place will already almost filled out Summoner, so they automatically get all of that damage, and then they automatically get all the stuff from Shaman once they get like 1 more pip into it. So along those lines, it's just about alliance synergy as well as that, and understanding what to roll with in that aspect. Yep. And then level up for 5, so I get 3 coins on the next. Knowing when to go for broke is really a hard way to fix it, mostly due to the fact that sometimes you are desperate enough to 3-star a character before anybody else, and that you really, really want it. So you just go for it. Like this guy down here waited patiently to 3-star a bunch of these characters, so he might be in it to win it. While I, on the other hand, I think I've gone too far into this alliance and haven't finished it, so I am getting my ass handed to me.
It happens. One thing that I am loving about what I'm seeing here, no chat. No text chat.
Yeah, no. All there is just really annoying emotes. Like I currently have this one that just says "oops." I use that mostly towards the end of the game when I'm just being very, very annoying. But yeah, there's not many interactions between characters. That's fine for now.
We had a great question from the chat that I wanted to hop in and ask specifically for Josh. Do you know if the Spider-Man section, Miles Morales, coming up after Dota Underlords, will contain any spoilers for the game?
I might do 1 or 2 story missions, but I think I will tell everyone ahead of time. But I'm mostly going to try to clean out some side quests and do some of that stuff, because I don't want to, like, the game's brand new and I don't want to, like, finish the game in front of everybody, so I'll be respectful in that aspect.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Definitely contextual spoilers, though, because one thing that the Spider-Man games do very well is even when you're out doing side missions, like you will have conversations about the things that are going on in the game. So I'd say if you want to stay totally clean for Morales, probably, plug your ears for that section. Leave the stream on so we get the numbers.
Stay fresh for Miles. Yeah.
Yes. Great. Awesome. Boom. Nope. I spent a lot of money I didn't need to. So right now, looks like I'm just trying to get into top 3 because I'm not gonna beat any of these other people because I didn't do it right. I didn't get the characters I needed. Yeah, this is usually how it goes. I usually, oddly enough, use this as a cooldown game after playing something really rough with my friends or any like competitive games, and I kind of needed that in 2020, in which it was just like after being heated for a while, just something quiet and not that too interactive. There are times where I get a little mad at this game. I picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
But it's a hard game to learn because it's sort of just like positioning is also a factor of like I sometimes, if I have different characters, I tend to do the corner pile up, so it takes longer for the other team to come from the other side to come greet me.
Oh, interesting. I didn't really even think about positioning.
Yeah.
This is like a whole other layer of meta. Man, this is fucking football. This is
This is basic. It's kind of sports. It's sort of like sports anime in which you know that the characters have special abilities, and knowing when are they gonna prop those special abilities, and is the European team gonna come in with all of their powers?
I love it's a sports anime. That's a good touchstone for me to understand this.
All right, Jenna, I'm gonna make this. I want you to try this game afterwards and see if I can convince you to try it.
It's definitely, I definitely feel it reminds me a lot of like strategy, like tactics games, like Final Fantasy Tactics, a game that I played a lot. But I'm intrigued by this sort of just letting it play out kind of mode.
I think
don't know.
That was the hardest part for me of letting go of, especially after being a Dota player for a while, of just being like, I know how this character moves. Why don't they move the way I want to? Like, I think there's like a alliance in this game called Assassins. Assassins basically jump from like the back. Oh, you're gonna see it right now. Look at this guy's back row and watch how they jump all the way over to my back row and just start decimating them because that's what assassins do.
It is. We're just about at the 33, which is the time that we call 333. It is a time of collective action where all of you and your all of our little Dota underlings, our little minions out there, show their collective power and realize how strong they are moving in concert, much like Josh's pieces move across this board. If you have a credit card or a debit card and you can donate $3 right now, it would be a great time, and it'll make a big impact, even though for an individual it might not be a big ask. Let's do it. Shrek Apologist has already gotten the ball rolling. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Craig Monstead, thank you. Drops $20. Says thank you for teaching me about auto chess. They earlier said that in the chat they've been playing earlier, or they've been playing a while ago and they're getting caught up again. Chris Walls says dropped $30. Says abolish the death penalty. Sound for Block dropped $100. General Grievous Dating Sim dropped $20. What a wonderful pitch.
Okay, one. Game. That's a great name.
Sagel Trox dropped 15. Noam Chomsky, we said thank you, but thank you again. Occasional Pirate, thank you. Anonymous, thanks for the good vibes. Rascal dropped 33.33. Bethany G dropped 33.33, and Hamaroso 10 or Jamaroso 10, depending on how you like to get it said, dropped 3.33, and Scary Poppins dropped 3.33.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for that. Really appreciate it.
Every penny helps the good people at Innocent Project do their important work for making the world a better place. So every cent that you can donate is a good deed that you are doing for the world.
Oh no. That's way better. Yep. Should have done that earlier. I didn't know I had two on the field. Yeah. This is sometimes how this is. Towards the end of the game, you start realizing all the mistakes you made and start going back in your head being like, I should have done this differently.
I worried that aspect of this would really stress me out. Being forced to watch Powerless as my bad decisions play out.
Yeah, but it's better than a 2-hour game of it and it coming down to like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
it's true.
What's the average match length in this?
Depending on how well you do, it's typically 45 minutes, and after that, it's like clean break. And I think the longest match I've had was about an hour, and that's because me and the other person had basically the same build. So it was basically going after each other with the same same party, but just waiting for the RNG to proc differently.
Gotcha. Yeah, Dota can. So I asked my friends who were trying to get me to start playing Dota again, just like a week ago, like what the average match length is at, because that's definitely fluctuated as the meta has changed. So they told me it can be like 30 to 45 minutes now, but like you still get the occasional like 100-minute game, and it's like, no, I can't do that again.
I think a lot of the stuff that's been taken out from Dota that I still find appealing is that the abilities are still there, but there's not the micromanagement of just putting points into what you want to spec into and more into roles. Like the roles are more defined by like the alliances up here of just being like, now you don't have to worry about like, oh, bounty hunter is shock rim, does this amount of damage. Well, and it's just like, no, it's just like it does the base damage and this is what it does. I might not make this. Wait, I have to believe. No, okay. I might lose out in fourth in this one. Pat, have you watched any wrestling lately?
Ooh, I watched.
Sorry, I'm distracted and not talking because I'm looking at people's pets still. They're so cute.
I'm happy for you to be having.
No, that's fine, Jenna. You're doing a great job.
I watched a really freaking good match. It was God, let me look up what it was. It was the Noah GHC match.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure I get the names of both of these competitors right. Yes, it was Go Shiozaki versus Takashi Sugiura. It was Noah Pro Wrestling. It was yes, Mike's in the chat. Mike in the chat reminding me. Yeah, my buddy Mike recommended it, and we watched it together on a stream. And it was so good. It's just like, I'm trying to describe. It was a very classic, like, sort of, fighting spirit. Just two very, very proud professional wrestlers fighting and refusing to give up, even though their bodies were giving out on them. It was just that classic narrative, but it was just so well told and so well paced. Yeah, it was a story well told. And I also watched some really good I have watched some good Suzuki matches lately, and I love that fucking bastard.
Did you finally get around to his match against Yuji Naka from once they started after quarantine?
No, I haven't watched that one yet.
It's really okay. Let me lose here real quick.
While you do that, just so everybody knows, we have crossed the $58,000 mark.
Yep.
Amazing. Thank you so much for everybody who donated. And there's so many names. I'm going to say a bunch of them real quickly. Bob, Dr. Greeners, Vague Spider, Anonymous, Danny, Bradley, Punch Frog with a 69 who says frog rights, tran rights. We got Anonymous, we got Eel District, Imbly, Calamari, Jack O, Lantern, Milt, Maggie, YOLO, Swag Boy donates $50 and says, fuck the death penalty. We got a couple.
Honestly, fuck the death penalty.
Anonymous DMs and the fledgling DM donating $20. Thank you, everybody, so much for every single cent that you were donating. We really appreciate it.
That's really awesome. That's every time there's a donation, I just get real happy about it. Like, it's thank you from the bottom of my cold, weird heart.
Nicholas JT a few minutes ago in the chat said that if we delete your hair, we should give you a Suzuki haircut.
Gonna look up what that looks like.
Yeah, look up Minoru Suzuki.
Suzuki.
He looks like a cockatiel.
He also is just so angry. I think the one problem I have with this game right now is that Valve has been quiet about this game for a while. Like it's been season 1 since 2019.
Okay.
And they've been pretty quiet about it. Before we get into another match, let me just show you the PvE version of the game.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
All right, so claiming my rewards. So many rewards. So this is the expansive map. So in it is each of the 4 underlords has a area that they control. So a lot of the times you could go in and get some extra effects, or there is just stuff that you do while an overlord is in play. And sometimes you get those according to the roles. Other times you get stuck with my least favorite part about this, which is puzzles, in which you get a certain amount of moves and only an amount of characters that are used. And so those are typically stuff that I do not do unless I have to. But a lot of the stuff is rewarding and teaches you a lot more about the synergies in the game and other things that will be going on. Let's see. What do we have here? So I'll just do a fight real quick. They're pretty simple. They give you a lot of basically low, like extra tiered characters. So instead of combining it in like a gotcha sense, a bunch of these characters, it just makes it a little bit less. So I'm just gonna go for less damage, more healing. So right now I have our tanks are in the front, and then our magic users are in the back, and I have a bevel of items to give away, and then I will pop this over here. So I want my tanky people to be tanky, and I want my fly people to be fly, and I want the wizards to help everyone. They're not battle wizards, but they're just regular wizards.
Also, you got Dazzle out there?
Yes.
Dazzle fucking rules. Dazzle was my main.
Dazzle's a great character. I'm
Dazzle's
gonna pick
just a
Shadow Fiend because Shadow Fiend is a warlock, and we have a lot of warlocks on level up and then level up.
Dazzle is sort of super. He's I think maybe the most straightforward healer in the game. So I played support because I just wanted to help out the team.
Yeah,
and he was a support who's really easy to get your head around. But the cool thing is his healing also does AoE damage on enemies who are near the people that you heal, which is cool. But his ultimate, I think, is Shallow Grave.
Shallow Grave is a great ability.
I've hit some clutch Shallow Grave. So Shallow Grave is a targeted spell that you shoot at one of your teammates, and it's active for maybe a second, if even that. But for that period of time, their HP can't drop below 0. So it's like I watched a replay of a match that I did with my friend once where they were being hunted by somebody, and like a chakram was flying, and it was like inches behind them, and they were about to die, and then just the Shallow Grave comes in and just and then they're just essentially invincible while that thing hits them. And I was like, I did something helpful. I helped people.
That rules.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's all like I miss mostly about the game. It's just the roles that people can actually like sub into really make it. I like those type of games. I like those type of games in which it's just like, here's your role, play your role and know your role, and hopefully no one yells at you for having fun with your role. And
right,
I think we were talking about that last night during Clayton's Destiny stream of like, even in Gambit, like I wish the roles were more defined there so I could be like, this is what I'm good at. I would like to focus on what I'm good at. I'm not good at these other things. Somebody will take the lead and take over with that.
Also, Ogre Magi, great character.
Great character. Two Heads has some of the best sound effects in the game.
The inspiration for the Polygon show program,
Game Ogre.
Yep.
Great program.
Game Ogre was inspired by playing Ogre Magi and thinking how cool a two-headed ogre was.
That's amazing.
I did not know that, Pat. That's some good polyfacts.
Yeah, that's great context on that.
Great. Easy as pie.
All right. I'm gonna have to head out.
Okay.
Yeah, you should go get some rest.
Chill out.
Yeah, I mean, I slept, so I'm fine, but I am gonna have to go do errands and chores and stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for the good stream. Thank you everybody who has donated and who is going to continue to donate while I'm off. I'll be back, I don't know, sometime in the evening for some group games. So I'll see you all then. Otherwise, thank you. Good luck with the rest of the stream, guys.
Bye, Jenna. Thank you for your help.
Bye, Jenna. Thank you so much. Whoop.
So
All right.
while Josh addresses new cropping stuff here, let's sound off with breakfast check. What's everybody breakfasting on today? Bagel. I'm seeing bagel. A pep pizza sub. That sounds good. Eggs and toast also sounds great. Oatmeal with raisins, very good.
Very healthy.
If you ever feel like if you can do nuts and you have slivered almonds, toss some slivered almonds in there with that oatmeal and raisins. You're gonna be loving it. Peanut M&M also, that's great. A lot of protein, a little bit of sugar to get you going. Hash browns. Ooh, hash browns. Ooh. I might I might get a breakfast sandwich after this.
I have one on the ready. I just haven't been hungry.
Yeah, good thinking.
Almost done here.
Yeah, take your time. Latkes. Ooh, yeah, crepe. Hot Cheetos. All right. I mean, listen. We all make choices. I'm not saying I haven't woke up and eaten nothing for 5 hours and then.
Do you know what I used to do in college?
Sour gummy worms.
What did you do religiously every morning before my morning classes? I got one of those Starbucks Frappuccinos and a Snickers bar, and that was my breakfast for a long period of time every morning.
God, Josh.
In retrospect, I have no idea how I'm not just unhealthy to the core.
It looks like we got ourselves a narrow Pat again.
Hold on. Still narrow Pat?
I don't know. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. What's going on? Are you maybe grabbing the corner of that thing while holding shift or something?
I think I've just missed. Yeah.
Anyways, I don't mind if I'm narrow. I like to be wide, but I'll be narrow.
This is on the fly.
Yeah, take.
We should read out some donations if we have any.
Yeah, great idea. Sorry, I need another coffee. Danny. Thank you for the 333. Dr. Heckle dropped 3369 saying, thank you for streaming a great game for a great cause. Fuck the death penalty. Long live Underlords. Shout out to UPL for keeping the competitive scene alive and keep up the great stream. Thank you so much. Anonymous dropped $20. Bainzilla, yeah, Brainzilla dropped 333. The fledgling DM dropped 20. No, I'm good. I got coffee here. Thank you, though. It's very kind of you. Oh, we got a wide pad again. All right.
My horrible padding.
It's okay. Ready? Right click that layer in OBS and reset transform.
Okay.
I'm gonna get big for a moment, but then you're gonna make me small.
Okay.
And then once I'm big, crop me down, just grabbing the center blocks on the left, right, and top of the frame, never touching the corner. And if you do shrink holding the corner, let go of Alt.
Almost there.
Yeah, take your time. Also, I want to say, while we have the time here, I want to say thank you to everybody. Hey, that's an appropriately shaped pat. I want to express my thankfulness to the Polygon team, especially our video producers, some of whom have not streamed before for Polygon. That's a good pat. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's great. Josh had not. This is actually the first stream that you have run under Polygon, right?
Yeah, first Polygon stream. I've streamed other stuff, but it was mostly business related, where you don't have to like crop anyone and no one cares about quality.
Yeah.
But
so yeah,
you ready for another match?
I'm ready for another match. Let's do it.
Okay. This is also the year for I'm gonna finally not subscribe to the WWE network.
Oh yeah. It's time to hang it up.
Yeah, it's no longer worth anything necessary. I could use that money for other things like donating to the charity. It's not anything worth it. All right, let's see. This is off to a great start. So they recently switched out a bunch of characters in the game, and so they added games like characters like Meepo, which one of my favorite characters once I figured out how to macro a Meepo.
You got to know how to macro a Meepo.
Yeah, and understanding that you have 5 Meepos running around and they all have the same abilities, but there's one Meepo who's the main one.
So Meepo is, for context, in the main game, Meepo is a little freak who can become multiple little freaks. So Dota is a mod of Warcraft that was like, hey, what if we took out what if we just automated all the stuff the little peon characters do, and you just plays the cool hero characters. And then Meepo was like, yo, but what if your hero character turned into a whole bunch of little characters? So Meepo is like one of the characters in Dota where you have a lot of micro. So rather than just focusing on one character, you are controlling multiple characters that can be all over the map at one time.
Evasion. Yeah, so now I have 2 of them, so that sets me up for a pretty good start.
Nice.
A lot of this game is mostly being a creep and seeing what other people are doing. And there's nothing that much in contention right now. Except Slardar, which I might have to get rid of anyway. I don't know if I want any of you.
Slardar's a cool snake dude.
He is.
This is an auto chess. Yes, this is Dota's official auto chess.
Will there be any Dota 2 playing on the stream? No, I can't go back there. I have been out of the game so long that it's just, I'm scared to, okay, honestly, I'm just scared to go back.
Yeah, I am too. And mostly partially due to like the curve of figuring out how to play again in front of people and like letting my team down and stuff, like but also just partially because I'm scared. I'm part of me is scared of the friction and not liking it, but the bigger part of me is scared of what it would mean for my life if I started playing Dota again and I had to and I would, like, because you can't just play one match. You cannot play just one match of Dota, and a match of Dota can be pretty long.
Okay, summoners are in. I am gonna save this for later. So right now I'm thinking of summoners early on just to get a lot of summon damage because Meepos are kind of summons as well. And I'm going to see if I could overwhelm early on and then move on to pivot into something a little harder. Because look at all these little guys just doing stuff. Look at all these little guys just... Oh no, they killed the main Meepo. Oh no, I've made a mistake.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's early. Pat, I'm gonna see if you know any of these characters.
Yeah. Here we go. There's the stream delay here, so
no, that's fine.
Where am I looking?
On the board and also on my bench, if that makes it easier for you.
Okay, yeah. I see a Nature's Prophet on there. I had a friend who was a good dude, but would become downright toxic if somebody banned or removed Nature's Prophet from the game because it's all he played.
Understandable.
Nature's Prophet, I remember being one of the most hated characters while we played, and I don't remember which specific ability it was.
I think it was the teleporting ability because he teleports into like the trees and then comes out of nowhere with like 5 mobs while pushing your lanes.
Right.
So he just teleported around the thing, just holding up like creep blocking for a while, and then you're getting pushed at like both ends by like different characters.
That's right. I see Slardar on there, who is a aquatic snake man, and all I remember about him is sometimes he go fast, like sometimes he just starts going and I don't remember whether that's just a toolbar thing for him or whether he can do that, whether that's like a buff after he gets damage. I don't remember.
I think it's like the swift swim ability that just makes him great chase. I might need this tree later. I might get rid of Slardar, but I need nope. I need another Meepo. I don't know if there's another Meepo. Is somebody else running Meepo? Who else is running Meepo? Nobody else is running. None of these characters are ones I need.
So Pudge, I remember Pudge is the this game's version of that character who is the big boy with the hook who can pull people to him. He's like Roadhog, or he's a lot of fun, but a lot of scrubs play him. I remember because people just like getting hooks with him.
Yeah. A good hook goes a long way.
A good hook does go. A friendly hook can be great too.
Yeah.
I have been saved by a friendly hook.
And there's nothing like minding your own business in a lane and out of nowhere you just hear the clink 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 and it's like, well, this is all over.
Goodbye, everybody.
I am now dead. I'm the dead support here. Oh, come on.
I also saw Omni Knight, who I think was the first support character people tried to make me play, and I didn't like him. All right, what do we got?
No, this is just better for synergy. I need another Meepo, and nothing is coming out. This is annoying. But I switched out for Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter has changed a lot in the meta, mostly because Bounty Hunter used to just be a ganking character, and over the years has turned into a support character, which I found confusing and also just very, very unnecessarily mean.
Yeah. Let me check in on donations.
Okay.
We got one from Ego Sumlord Josie dropping $9.99. Thank you. ACAB dropped 20. Punch Frog dropped 420. Says can't forget this good number. Trans writes again. Thank you, Punch Frog. Weesnaw dropped some 333 earlier, and Sean Conrad, thank you for the 20.
Thank you everyone for donating. Pat, what were people donating money for?
That's a great question, Josh. Allow me to do a little console command here to give me my script. The Innocence Project. Their mission is to free the staggering number of innocent people who remain incarcerated and bring reform to the system responsible for their unjust imprisonment. You can learn more at the Innocence Project DOTA.org. We appreciate all the donations there. If you don't have a credit card, it's fine. You are obviously still welcome here. But if you can, let your friends know that we're streaming. Call your rich friends.
Call your rich uncle, call your rich aunt if you have them. If not, call rich friends. Also, if we raise $6,900 while I'm streaming, I will give myself a random haircut. Guys, this hair is ready. This hair is ready to be donated. Please remember.
That's a good looking crop to harvest.
I am ready and I am willing. Let's get this off my head. Winter is here, but I am ready to let that go.
So we are about an hour into your shift, and we're about $400 into the delete Josh's hair goal.
Okay.
So when you make your donation, check targets, look at the targets, and choose delete Josh's hair if you would like to remove some hair from Josh's head. Yeah.
This is a boring part of the game, to be honest, where it's just like you're waiting for your stuff, but nobody wants to give you your stuff. Okay, position. Let's position Bounty all the way out here by itself, and then let's move this here. Thank the heavens. All right, great. Awesome show, great job. Let's do this. I'm so happy. So what just happened here is I got the characters that I needed, and I'm on my way to getting more of the stuff that I need. But right now, I feel like this is a good squad, because right now, let's see. Characters gain 30 plus magic resistance. All summon allies gain 20% more damage, and then everyone just gets more damage.
That rules. Wait, so the gacha stuff in this game, the thing with like combining characters into more powerful versions of the character, does that reset from match to match?
Yes. So
okay, great. Okay,
yeah,
good.
no, that's the core of it, in which it's just like every single time it's sort of, I have a roguelike problem, and it's one of those things where this kind of gets that itch of I'm going into every match being like, I'm never going to see some of these characters again, or I'm not going to be able to get access to any of these characters. I need meat in the front. So here comes well-dressed walrus man who drinks and heals all my characters.
Love him.
Also, if you're studying for finals, thank you for being here as well, but remember to focus on your studies.
I don't know if I don't really know if streaming was a thing when I was in college. I think it was just the I think it was still Justin TV.
It was still probably Justin TV. I remember watching, or it was Ustream. I remember I used to watch a couple of like people like early on were trying to stream up. The streams never looked good.
Right.
But it was one of those things where at the time I was like, that's really, that's a lot of production stuff. Like,
yeah.
And especially with the internet where it was before, I was like always dumbfounded of what are the series of tubes that you did to do this? Oh, this is a meaty brawl going on here.
It was an era of unregistered bandy cams.
Yeah. Unregistered Ustreams of people just hanging out and doing stuff. Like, I remember early on, like, I'm a Mega 64 fan, and they were doing stuff on Ustream, but it was just the worst quality. But they live streamed their podcast before, like, everyone started live streaming their podcast, and I was like,
yeah.
Do I want to go Assassins?
Ooh. I mean, you got a big burly boy out there to protect them now.
Yeah.
Life Stealer. Okay, I remember Life Stealer. Okay, so here's what I remember about Life Stealer. Real freak. Life Stealer is another one of those examples for the chat of the really rules-based funny systemic stuff that you can do in Dota, because Life Stealer can jump inside somebody and then just hide inside them. So basically what that can mean is like you can just be a little vulnerable person out, like, you know, managing creeps or farming for health, and then somebody from the other team says, I'm going to go kill that motherfucker, and then they come over to you, and then this disgusting clawed monster man just bursts out of that person and fights you. But then that ability can also combine with those teleport type things that I was talking about earlier. So like if your life stealer needs a ride back to base, and you only want to use one teleport scroll, he can hop inside you, and then you can teleport back to base. Then you and Lifestealer are there. It's great.
It's a great time. I don't need you. I'm going to keep going for Meepos. Yes. Yes. Okay, great. This is looking... I got to look at the board because I haven't been looking at the board for a while. Contested. Okay, he needs to go. Pretty okay. Uncontested. Great. Okay. So I need to get rid of Slardar. So that might mean a push to assassins. Why did I just sell that assassin? I need an assassin. Go me.
Oops.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. Take a stretch, get hydrated. Okay, you need to go. But I have so many of you. I could have a level... Alright, P has level 2. A lot of time thinking here. Let's see.
Yeah, take your time. Treant Protector.
Team Protector was also a great character. Once like that character got their ultimate, it was you're hiding in trees and waiting for people to get caught out.
Abaddon, I also remember being really fun. I don't remember exactly what his thing was.
He had the anti-death ability, Death Coil thing, in which he, like, for a period of time, he can't die, but he just keeps hitting you, and his, like, attack speed goes up.
Right. Yeah. He's very dangerous to try to kill.
Yeah. That was a good one. I just need to get one more assassin on the field, but I'm going to save my... I'm going to lock this in and save, wait for this to go through, and then I still get my money. So another part of the exchange here is that if you have like a 30, 40, or any number over 10 amount of coins, your interest, so you gain 2 coins at the end of your next turn. But since the round already started, the interest, I'm going to get the $2 anyway. So what I'm going to do is buy all these characters I need, but I need to get somebody off my bench. My bench is full.
We gotta make some hard cuts here.
Yeah, I gotta make some cuts on the team. No one else is running Nature's Prophet, so I'll stick with that. Somebody running Slardar? Yes, I remember that. I should get rid of all of these and just sell them. There we go. And that's level 2. Great. All right, so what if... Go for broke, let's go. Assassins and Scales are back in session, and I just need one for Summoner. I need one more Summoner. All right, Pat, we're on the hunt for one more Summoner.
Summoner hunt.
Summoner hunt. Because right now we just have a bunch... I don't know, in a bunch of games, I'm always a big fan of summoning multitudes of creatures to get the job done.
It's so fun. I love playing Necromancer in Diablo 3. Yeah. It's such a mess.
It's just, how many characters can I fit on screen that this helps my agenda? Oh, all of them. Great. I'm going to send this great... Diablo... I don't know about this new Diablo game. They got real grimdark. I just wanted to make me and my skeleton friends rolling across the land and have fun with friends.
Oh right, yeah, the new one. I forgot that they're fucking doing that. Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take two. Hang on, I'm gonna Google the pronunciation of this Finnish name before I try to say it.
Okay. I don't know what this is gonna do. He's very chunky. Oh god, he's so chunky.
Okay. I want to say thank you to some donors.
Okay.
Jonas and Sig from Finland, saying hello from Finland. Thank you for the wonderful stream. We'd love to watch more marathon events like this. We hope y'all are having a good time too. Thank you very much.
So much.
Nice donated 420. Anonymous dropped 15. Rotten Brain Matter dropped 10. Thank you, Jerry. Anonymous dropped 20. Manders came through with 10, and Sean Conrad dropped another 20 as well.
Thank you so. This is doing great. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate all these donations. We are still on Summoner Hunt. Do I want Shadow Shaman? That's a summoner, but I don't want him. I'd rather get this Meepo.
Mothmyth says Necromancer in Diablo 3 was so fun. Love having my skeleton squad rolling up. Yeah, you could do skeleton squad, and then you could also do there was that ability where you turned corpses nearby into reanimated versions of whatever enemy that was. So
Great
it would
stuff.
be you, your skeleton gang, and just
hordes
dozens. Yeah.
And I never wanted to play any other class but that. Like it was one of those things, like having the horde was my favorite thing, because my little like necromancer just sitting in the back like with a floating orb just being like and then everything is just like, hey man, he summoned like 5 golems in here, let's not. Wait, am I missing an assassin? Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh. You missing a piece of the lineup here?
Yeah, I'm missing my 2-star. I don't know where my 2-star went. Oh, that's not...
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not great. That's not great. Not great at all. But I'm going to gather up all these... nope. My bench is full. This is what I get for having Assassin's Greed.
Good one.
Yeah, no, this is not going well. So did you catch any of Brian's stream?
No, I fully slept through it until you and I came on. I hung out for a little bit just as he was getting started. I in the the green room of the Discord, I saw some things. I was like, oh wait, this happened, that happened.
Yeah,
they showed up. So it seems like it was eventful. So I'm gonna have to watch that VOD back in a little while, just to see some of the highlights that I missed. But I am glad that we had Brian to keep us going all through the night playing that Tony Hawk and Smooth Jazz. I'm sure that was
Tony Hawk and Smooth Jazz. Still didn't get the clown music. I was expecting to wake up to a little bit of clown music.
Yeah, but I'm excited for the rest of the stream. I'm excited for your Miles block. I'm excited for later tonight. Simone is taking her block. Simone is also going to be, Simone's our other first time streamer for Polygon, so that's another one where I'm nervous because I'm just like, oh, I just want everything to go well.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everybody's been very forgiving so far, and really the only thing that matters, I think, is that we keep a steady upstream, and we did some tests from the place she's going to be streaming from, and it seems like it's going to be okay.
That's awesome.
But we will be streaming. I'll be streaming Sea of Thieves with her and Cass and you.
It's going to be a great time. A lot of great stuff. Also, during my entire block, we are also raising money for me to get a haircut. Like, I'm ready. I have these clips ready. We're going to do some barber ASMR real quick. Hold on. I'm just going to... Hold on. Yeah. Barber ASMR. We're just going to, like, wave it in and wave it out. And
whoa.
So, once we get to $6,900, we'll be perfectly fine and ready for me to do this on stream. I'm ready for that. I don't know. I'm just gonna, Pat, we should do some stretching. We should do some.
Yeah, stretch. I'm yawning. Let's do a quick stretch. Everybody stand up and stretch.
That's some good stuff there. Stream stretch. Remember to stretch your fingers. Ooh. Moving.
You ever see a cat stretch? Nobody stretches like a cat.
No, and it makes no sense of just how high back they do it, and just like, and it feels like they snap each one of their, like, they crack each one of their vertebrae, and it's just like, it sounds like so good.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. Boy, oh boy. So let's see. We got, I think we got time for one more.
Yeah, we got time for like one more before we do a switch over. Okay, let's see if I can actually win one this time.
Yeah, I believe in you.
There is a question in the chat from Sir Alex Murphy. Has Josh told us ever why are there so many photos of him holding a big plant on the internet? That is due to the fact that at my previous job, we finally got headshots after 3 years of me working there, and everyone wanted to take really professional headshots, like very much just like business pose, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the business posing, so I just started grabbing things around the office in order to have a little bit more fun with it, if that makes sense. And so those became my headshots.
That's great. I love it.
No, like it like I don't know, like I think I tend to do that, in which sometimes stuff gets a little bit too serious, and I wanted to just have a little bit more fun instead of just being a professional. But sometimes you have to be a professional, but other times it's just like there's this big plant here and somebody's taking really nice photos, and I needed really nice photos at the time, so I was like, let's just go with this.
Sometimes
I skated by on this one.
Sometimes you get the best jokes from getting access to from doing something stupid and making it look way better than it should. So if you got a professional photographer there, you should absolutely hide behind a little shrub and see a high quality professional photo of you hiding behind a little shrub.
Yeah. Let's get some more evasion in here on Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain was in Dota 2 was always a character I never played because it was just so technical, because she was an initiator. And initiator, like, I don't know how many people, I was never a huge fan of initiating, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't want to start the fight, I wanted to end the fight.
It's a big responsibility in Dota 2 because like an initiation at the wrong time can fucking literally kill your team.
Yep.
Like, so I understand it's a huge responsibility to be the person who makes the call. Like, yes, we are going to fight right now.
We got to get into it. And then but it's just also making sure that everyone is on the same page of, we're doing this. There can't be like, I'm still fighting in the jungle. It's like, no, sir, this is your time to shine. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing. This is a good build. This is good. This is good.
Yeah. So you got Infernal, or what's that guy's name?
This is Shadow Demon, and then I have Vengeful Spirit, and then I have Queen of Pain. A lot of demons, and then a lot of people lowering armor. I'm trying to figure out what to go into next. Well, I'm gonna grab you, obviously. Maybe I'll grab Lich. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, get Lich out there.
I've got some wins under my belt. Let me just check how this is going. Contested. Not contested. Contested. Not contested. What about me? Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, this is my first loss, but it's not the end of the world. Pat, what do you typically get on a breakfast sandwich for you? What do you typically get?
Oh boy. Depends on the place. Depends on what I know about the place. If I know that the place is going to do a good crisp bacon and it's not just going to be sort of gummy and stretchy, I will go bacon, egg, and cheese on usually a roll with some hot sauce. If I don't trust their bacon, I'll either just go egg and cheese, or at the place near the office, which you haven't been at because you were hired after quarantine. There was this place called Rockwell's. No, it wasn't called Rockwell's. It was called something else. Anyways, they were the most incredibly efficient breakfast sandwich place I've ever been into. They worked so fast and so hard. But I would get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a plain bagel there with a bit of hot sauce. Good. Yeah.
I am full on in the mages. I should switch over and get some beefy boys in here. Big beefy boys in here.
How about you?
I'm a huge fan of just the bacon, egg, and cheese, but I just need one egg. Like this place that's next to my house does 2 eggs, and I'm like, that's a little bit too much egg for me, if that makes sense. Like it's one of those things where like I don't want too much egg. I'm more focused on the bacon. Like I'm more focused on that in a sandwich.
Definitely feel that. I think a lot of places are slightly too generous with the egg. I mean, being given 2 eggs, I wouldn't say is incredibly generous, but
no,
it's still too much egg. I would like an egg and a half. That's what I would like. There is a place down on the corner from me where I might go get a breakfast sandwich if they've got any left today. But they do. It's a brioche bun, and it's like sort of more frittata or omelette-y style eggs. So it's like rather than just a fried egg, it's like a sort of fluffy frittata. And the bacon they use is so good. Oh my god.
That sounds delicious. That sounds like a great time. You should totally go down and grab one.
Yeah.
I still haven't eaten.
Oh geez, Josh. When are you get some food in you?
Probably switching in between getting everything ready for Simone to come on. But cool. I typically don't eat that much. Like that's the thing. I don't eat in the mornings. Like I typically eat like way later.
Not everybody does.
No.
Ooh, Dane has a great question saying, you got to put Cholula on your eggs. What's your favorite hot sauce breakfast chat? Yeah, let's talk about breakfast hot sauces. Do you like a hot sauce on your breakfast sandwich, or do you like to just keep it?
I like keeping it just salt and pepper. Like I like
salt and pepper's good on it.
Salt and pepper just real solid there.
I think Cholula is one of the strongest hot sauces to combine with eggs. It's got just enough viscosity, I think. That it doesn't just sort of splash on the eggs. It sort of like coats a little bit.
Yeah.
Sriracha on eggs can be okay, but it's maybe a little too garlicky and sweet.
Yeah, I understand that. It gets a little bit too much at a certain point.
Yeah. I think Cholula is my egg of choice.
I'm a Tapatio guy myself.
Ooh, Tapatio is so good.
Tapatio is top tier.
Apparently I'm frozen. Yeah, it looks like I'm.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second.
Am I frozen in your Discord window or just?
I think just in my Discord window.
Let me turn my mic on and off again, or a camera.
Give me like 1 segundo.
Oh, I'm back.
Your cropping's a little different. Let me fix that.
If you just click around on the things on that Discord right now, it might go back to normal.
There we go. It was just off me. Whoops. There we go. We're all back. We're all good. And I think I missed stuff, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's fine. I think I'm doing actually pretty well with like the team that I have right now. I might go back to Assassins. This man might kill me though. Slark was another one of those characters that I never got around to.
Slark. He's the nasty little fish assassin, right?
Yes, he's a nasty little fisherman's asshole. Why? There we go. You're back in. I don't know why he keeps going back. The nasty fish little asshole. That's right. Is the chat saying you're frozen again, but you're moving?
Yeah, I keep hitching. That's weird. I think it's okay.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on it. If we end up with a quiet Pat or a silent Pat, it's okay.
Yeah, let's put Venge back in. Grab another one of those. Yeah, I got really into hot sauces moving to New York. It was one of those things where I was always like anti-hot sauce, and then there were times where you just like you bought like the bodega sandwich and you're like, I need something to get me through this. I need something to really push me over the edge.
Yeah, it's nice to get some of the acidity to cut through that egg. Some spice. Oh, I just love a spicy sandwich. Tapatio is a great hot sauce. Crystal is a really good classic Louisiana style hot sauce. It's much more vinegary and watery. But it's really good.
I'm always a fan of novelty hot sauces as well. Just if somebody sent you like kick-ass glass from some random state that they're from, I'm always down with that as well.
There's a really good hot sauce that I had up in New England, and I don't know if you can get it other places. I think it was called Captain Mowat's, and it was really flavorful, sort of mustardy hot sauce. It was great on pizza and eggs.
Oh, do I get greedy and get these meepos? No. I might buy Spectre though. More demons. Demons might give me some more stuff to work with. Okay, so I have a lot of heavy hitters. A lot of my mage people are doing their business, but this person's Slark is just decimating me.
Slark is scary.
Slark is scary. One game that I had, it was a really solid game in which I had a 3-star Slark, and then I also had Mask of Madness on him. So his attack rate was through the roof.
Jesus. Now is this wagon in the middle of the thing is just a random element, or is that something that somebody put there?
Oh no, I bought it. It's an item. It's places a barrier. So I'm just making it hard. Actually, I might do this. Hold on. Let me gather up the troops here real quick.
Yeah.
And we're all just gonna be hiding a little bit, just to hide for just a couple of seconds while we figure out our next move. They're also good for like kiting enemies, so that they basically, if they can't see you, they have to go around, so it takes them longer to get into like a sack position. Like we'll see here. Come on, backline. And yep, here comes the increase attack damage. Okay, we might get this one by the skin of our teeth.
Incredible.
Pat, what were some games that you wanted to stream, but it just didn't feel like it would be a good stream?
Boy. I don't know. I think I pretty much narrowed it down to the stuff that I felt good about right off the bat. I had the kind of year didn't I don't remember much of what I played.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because I played a lot of, or for the 2020 theme, there is a loose best games of 2020 theme on this stream. Most of the stuff is like, hey, these are the games we played in 2020. I didn't play anything that was made in 2020, but I was yeah, so I'm doing Ultra Kill, which I've only played a couple hours of, but immediately I was like, holy shit, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And I want to play this on stream, but we're only doing that for an hour, and then we're doing Demon Souls, and then we're doing Tekken, which also came out like 5 years ago in arcades now. Good. But yeah, we just had Tekken Season 4, so I'm counting it as a this year thing.
Yeah.
How about you? Was there stuff that you wanted to stream that you're like, I don't know if that would work?
Yeah, like I honestly wanted to stream Kentucky Route Zero, but I don't. Yeah. It was not very. Not conducive. Like it just, I don't think anybody would want to be here. Like I would just play the music for like a long time, but I don't think that would be entertaining for like a charity stream of just text on screen for a while.
Yeah, there are certain games where like you just really need the right audience and vibe, and like a lot of things need to align for it to work as a stream game. Yeah. And like your own interest and stuff. Like the Yakuza games, like I tried streaming those like 4 times.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for me. But so I was like, I guess I don't like these games that much. But then I played them off stream, and I was like, oh no, these fucking rule. I love this. And I burned through them. It was just a matter of like playing it in front of people wasn't working for me. Because I felt like I had to fill more time.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta reshuffle this. A lot of squishy boys down here. A lot of squishy people. Hopefully, Tekken's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for Tekken and finally getting ready to dust off this fight stick. Pat, yeah. Should we read some donations?
Yes, I will read some donations. First, the Synapse Static says, "Love Tekken so much. Who do you main?" Yeah, let's talk about our. Up. You can go first. Who do you main in Tekken?
I am a Brian guy. I like Brian.
Can you hit that taunt jet upper?
No.
Okay, good.
And then I think a lot of that, and then a lot of Eddie Gordo, mostly for nostalgia sake.
Okay, cool. All right, I need to lab Eddie. I need to get my Eddie knowledge checks out there.
No,
so
going ahead.
Really quickly, it is 33, which means it is a time of collective action. 333, everybody. This is the time where holy shit, Squasha just showed up and dropped $200.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Squasha. Collective action time. If you have $3.33 on a debit card, credit card, that's all you need to make a big wave, because a bunch of other people are going to, hopefully, at this very moment, take out their credit cards and make a little donation of $3.33 towards the Innocence Project. Let me tell you about the Innocence Project. Innocence Project's mission is to free the staggering number of innocent people who remain incarcerated and bring reform to the system responsible for their unjust imprisonment. You can learn more at their website. So Star Trek Kid, thank you for dropping, or Star Trek, thank you for dropping that 333. Squasha, Stormy Garbage, Lisa with an N, Rascal, dropping 50, saying, in honor of my wonderful friends R and M, who will be married in a few hours. Congrats to them.
Congrats.
Raymond dropped $50, saying, send me my order of Josh's hair be gone. Delete hair big mood dropped 420, saying charity, not harity.
These are great.
420, a donation of 420 from It's 4:20 p.m. here in the UK. Jeff Nels dropped 1111 at 1111, saying 11 train hype. Thank you all so much. We also have 333s from Anonymous, Jeff Nelson, Anonymous, C2CS, oh boy. Weesnaw, Smiley Face, Cat Tree Dream Car, Apoplectic Fits, Rage and Glitter, Keegan G, Anonymous, Lauren, Owen, and CGI Orson Welles, and Fonda.
CGI Orson Welles
In the chat.
That's a lot of donations. Thank you guys for donating during this. Also, if you would like to delete Josh's hair, that goal is still standing for as long as I'm streaming.
But yeah, back to Tekken mains. I main King.
Yeah, of course.
But I am transitioning into Julia.
Really? Why is that?
I'd say because I was kind of hitting a wall with King, where like a lot of his game is a lot of his game is about threatening with throws.
Yeah.
And which means that his game plan is really, I mean, everybody in Tekken's game plan is dramatically different from everybody else's, but he didn't really play a lot of the same fundamental Tekken as a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to play somebody who is a little more sort of strike based and normal, but then I ended up with Julia, who's also just a freak of a character. And also I like that. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'm going to get bodied tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, do you know how to break Julia's throws?
I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to.
Okay. All right. All right. I mean, Skyrider says breaking throws is too for King viable. I mean, that's why he's so good, though, is because I mean, I don't know. He has enough mix-ups on his throws to make people guess. He has enough 50-50 that, because breaking throws is easy if it's just one or just two, but he has 1+2 breaks. He has 1 breaks, 2 breaks, and some of them come out of really similar animations. So I think he has enough 50-50s on his throws to make them viable, even if you can't count on them. And then if you get people to start ducking your throws, his mids are just so fast and devastating that you will punish them big time. But yeah, get ready to deal with just me spamming Party Crasher constantly with Julia.
Am I allowed to rage quit on stream? Is that a part of the
Yeah, you're allowed to plug. I encourage you to plug. I want you to plug during my win animation.
I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just gonna be so salty.
Yeah, let's try to get you on scrub quotes this weekend.
No, please. Even though it would be an honor, but do not. I don't want to be on scrub quotes. Those are so good. Every time I'm just like, I need something to laugh at. Let me see. And then it's just scrub quotes is just right there of like, all you do is spam kick. All you entire game you just spam kick. You have no idea how to play the
game. Dane has a question here. Pat, have either you or Josh played the new Zelda game? I have it, but I've yet to play it. I'm excited for Persona 5 Strikers. Cool seeing these canon action RPGs. Yeah, have you played Age of Calamity?
No. I swore off Muso games a long time ago because those were the only games that I played for a long time, and I did the Yellow Turban Rebellion so many times that it just became nothing to me. But I think I'm gonna watch Brian play it tonight during his night stream, and it might change my mind, but I don't know.
Yeah, good news. If you want to see some gameplay of Calamity, Brian will be playing that theoretically all night. He might call an audible at some point because I think he planned on only playing Tony Hawk last night, and then he switched over to Hades at some point. But yes, Brian tonight from 2 a.m. until my window at 10 a.m. will be playing Age of Calamity.
And I think that game's only couch co-op. I don't think it's like online co-op either. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no, this is actually pretty okay. I thought this would be way worse, but it is not. I'm doing actually pretty okay.
Well, I guess Brian switched because he beat both Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Good work, Brian.
Good lord. Pat, can we get a hair check for men?
Oh, let me get you a hair check for men. Here's where the hair situation is. Targets. We are at $721 for delete Josh's hair. Josh, so that gives us about 6 hours left to hit that deadline of 6,900. We're gonna have to ramp this up.
We're gonna have to keep promoting this a little bit harder. This hair has been growing for 2 years. It's cold here in New York. It's very cold. I don't know if this is the right way to go about it, but yes, Squatch in the chat just says hair does include beard. I will add now beard into this. Beard will also go. This beard that took me so long to grow.
Oh, really? The beard will go.
The beard will go. Let us add that stipulation. It is delete hair and beard.
Delete hair and beard. Maybe I should rename it something clear to understand, like Josh's haircut. Josh gets a haircut, so people aren't like, what does delete hair mean? All right, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay. A lot of people in the chat saying egg Josh.
Egg Josh. Egg Josh. Egg Josh. Egg Josh. I want to say thank you to Boo Boo, Anonymous, Beatrice, Piss Boy. Thank you for your tips. Anonymous dropped 66, saying, "Hey, bada boom from New Jersey." Haha, nice dropped 699. Hey Dad 420 dropped 420. Cherry Zombs dropped 25. Argyle Werewolf dropped 333. Dwight TG, Horatio Outside, Meepo, thank you Meepo. Medium Chungus says keep on trucking. Therendupity dropped 33. DDX Crow dropped 333. Flanman, thank you very much. And Utricular Rex, God, usernames are difficult. Drop 20 saying, love y'all. Send some good vibes to all the crew for me. Will do. That was me doing it. Thank you very much. And then I was going to update the name of that incentive. All
right.
Dashboard.
I might be losing, Stu, so we'll see. We might be done a little bit early to switch over. Also, the Dane in the chat said, are we defunding Josh's hair? No, that's not what we're doing. We're funding the Innocence projects with my hair. There's a difference.
Where is targets? Here we go. Edit. All right. It is now called the Josh Get Funny Haircut.
Okay. I hope that's clear for the audience that I will get a really cool lot of stuff in the chat just saying, can we have Josh have a mohawk instead? I appreciate you guys, but I'm trying to get these donations down. I would even put in a reverse mohawk. Like, there are very many styles that I will go through the chat. I will be Egg Josh. This is my goal for the next couple of hours.
We're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
Also, one thing that always, I love when somebody is like shaving their head in phases and then they do the extreme male pattern baldness phase. They're pretty much the tonsure, just the completely bald on top, and then just like the Carl from Aqua Teen look.
Yeah, that's... I'm losing really bad. This is embarrassing stream in its way. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I thought I was gonna at least win one.
Yeah, but, it's all right, Josh. Here's the thing. Maybe 1% of the viewing audience even knows what the fuck is going on. Everybody in the chat probably just thinks you're doing great, sweetie.
Oh, thanks. Carl from Aqua Teen is a choice. Oh no.
Zexorus in chat says, I ran pro Underlords tournaments for about a year. Nice to see you two playing it.
Oh, thank you. Can you give me some tips in the chat? That'd be great. Would you like to backseat stream this? That'd be real good because your boy's doing real bad right now. It'll be okay. Fondo's wire will probably go out before I do.
Let me see how the Discord's looking. Okay. Simone is in transit to the stream zone.
Okay.
So we'll
be adding her to the stream zone very soon.
Yes. Zexorus says, absolutely not. I'm garbage at this game.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Really, I appreciate the honesty. Auto chess is hard.
It's fun to look at. I'll give you that much.
Yeah. I think the downsides of auto chess versus real chess, which is blowing up right now.
Yeah. I didn't even realize it. I go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no. I was just gonna say, like, they're signing chess players to esports teams. Like, it's come around.
Nice. We're gonna finally solve the mystery of chess boxing.
Oh god, there was chess boxing.
Chess boxing is a real thing. Chess boxing, for those of you who don't know, is a competition where two competitors alternate playing rounds of chess and then boxing. So it's a round of boxing, a round of chess, a round of boxing, a round of chess.
That sounds like a grueling affair. That sounds like the boxing part's the part that gets me the most, where I'm just like, that's a lot. Boxing's rough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would excel at either of those pastimes.
It looks like I'm done. Yep. All right. Gonna leave this match.
Got a Charlie Hall in the chat. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. How's it going? So we have a little bit of time before the switch.
Yeah, well, let's is there like a character roster or something we can look at? You could do a PvE maybe.
Yeah, let me give you some ideas of who we have here. Don't look at these. Oh no, that's not that. Not those stats. Rulebook. Let's go over these heroes by tier. Maybe that'll help you understand. Pat, if you see anybody you know, please call them out.
Give me a tier list here.
All right, so tier 1, which is trash tier. I was going to be nice to them in the game, but since the game's over, you're going to get a lot of anti-mages, you're going to get a lot of bat riders, a lot of bounty hunters. Phantom Assassin recently ended up here. So these are the characters that are going to be most in the pool.
Okay.
There's going to be 20 of each of these characters. And then tier 2, there are going to be 18 of these. So Bristleback, Chaos Knight, Earth Spirit. Less numbers as we keep going up tiers. Meepo, as we tried earlier. And then some of the tier 3s. These are some of the nastier ones, in which it's just like, if you see somebody else going for these, you might have to come up with a backup.
Okay.
And then tier 4 is really when you start seeing some of the monsters come in that you should be already pre-planning for these a little bit. A lot of these aren't great, but you just kind of have to build up to these. And then my personal favorite, tier 5s, where you have Axe, Dragon Knight, Faceless Void, all of the cool characters that end up being picked for TIs and stuff like that.
What's Faceless Void's deal again? I remember him being really cool.
He's a chrono cube. He does like the dome, and then if you're in the dome, he just runs around in the dome, and like if you build up to it, his attack speed's so bad that he just murders you as soon as you get trapped.
Yeah, I like that Axe is called Axe, and his personality is that he has an axe.
Yep. Sven is a swordsman with a ginormous sword. And then there's all of these alliances. Like, this is all the stuff you have to contend to while going into like a game. But some of them are simpler than others. Like Dragon, you only need like 2 dragon characters to unlock the dragon perk, which just unlocks another ability. While in contrast, Knights, you need a lot more Knights on your side in order to get like the full bonus of Knights. So it's a lot of synergy and moving stuff together in order to make it together. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think that's like the fun that I have with the game that keeps me coming back, is that sometimes the RNG is really rough, and then sometimes the RNG is on your side and you just start snowballing. I think there was one game in which I was playing awful, and then it all came together. I had like assassins and some other stuff that really came together and really knocked out like this guy's like character in like the last second.
Nice. So characters can have multiple association, right? It's like
yes,
one character. Okay, that makes. I am now putting the pieces together because I saw these little things. Like I saw characters having multiple of those icons on them.
Yeah.
And so you're not building items, right? You're not building and combining items. You're just taking fully
like,
loaded items.
Let's do some tier listing of items. So here are some like early Dota knowledge items. Let's like, oh, you got a Claymore and then the Gloves of Haste and stuff like that. Morbid Mask, one of my favorite ones. And then you just start getting into like some of the like mid-game items that were around, like Desolator that you're building for, or like Arcane Boost, which are good for like supports if you remember.
Yes.
And then there is tier 3. A lot of this stuff is stuff that once again you're just building through, but a lot of them are not. They're a little different, mostly because they make your character different characters on top of that. So let's say you really needed just like one more swordsman for your thing. So you get the item Pirate Hat. And so now you have all the swordsmen you need to get the bonus, and you didn't have to add another character to your field.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's really cool.
And so they have like Leg Breaker's Fedora, which makes your character like a brute. And then tier 4 is some of the best items that I am really a huge fan of, like Black King Bar and Dagon, that really go on to like your characters that you've been building for like a bit. And then tier 5 is ridiculous.
Yeah, I play support, so I doubt I've ever had to build one of these tier 5 things. Actually, I do remember that, right? I think I remember building that Vladimir's Offering.
Oh, Vlad's is real good.
Yeah.
It's so much health stealing. But yeah.
That's what that one does. Well, we still have time, so let's hop in that glossary.
All right, here's the glossary. Here are things that pop off that you don't really see because everything is happening at like 1 second. Break, there's disarm, fire. When playing a MOBA or any type of game that has stun mechanics, is my least favorite thing of all time, because there's a high chance of just getting stun locked.
Right. My friend Dan makes games, and that's his biggest criticism of Dota, which of course he has still played thousands of hours of, but he's just like, it's not fun when a mechanic in the game is taking an ability away from you.
Yeah.
And every one of these is just a different version of that.
Yeah.
It's frustrating just to be fucking mashing your keys. I understand what the purpose of it is, but it's
like, for me, like stunning is a good like automatic initiation goal, but it is one of those things where like when it happens to you, you're just sitting there just very angry. And I think the character that like got it the most for me was I think Witch Doctor, which has like throws out
the ricochet,
and it just, if you're in the wrong position, your entire team is just sitting there.
Yeah, it just ricocheting between all of them. It's great.
Here are charts.
Khalid has a question for you, Josh. They say, Josh, are you a Turquoise Jeep fan? I heard you make a joke once that sounded like a lyric in their song.
As a person who has gone to 2 Turquoise Jeep concerts, yes, I am a fan. I feel bad because a lot of like the core members have left on to different careers in real estate. But Flint Flossie was excellent. Like they had a lot of good songs, and they were always very respectful. Their concerts are the wildest things I've ever been to, because it is just like they know what songs people are there for, but they make it so just like a rap concert in itself. But it's like, it's what you imagine a rap concert being, but without like the predatory aspect of it, where it's just fun. But it's just like, come up on stage and dance with us. We're all gonna dance on this tiny stage.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I need to get caught up on Turquoise Jeep. I have not listened to any. I think Smang was the last thing I listened to.
Yeah. That's a lost. That's like a very like I think they never popped off like other internet music people. Like there are certain people who like. I remember like learning about Bo Burnham through his like musical stuff, and then Bo Burnham went on to have like a directorial like campaign, and he does specials, and then some other people just chill around for a bit.
Turquoise Jeep is just such a good descriptive name. It's so evocative.
Turquoise
when you
Jeep
picture when you picture a turquoise Jeep, you understand what they're all about. Cool beans.
Pirate and give me that booty.
So what are the hooks that Valve has put in here to keep you playing? You said that they haven't done a season pass for a year.
Yeah, but like, the battle pass is still here. Like, it's one of those things where you can magically buy some levels to get some other stuff, but it's mostly cosmetics. Like, I think they put the Dota model in here of just like, hey, do you want your board to look really cool when people come to visit your board? Like, let me show you my board real quick.
Yeah, show me that board.
Give me the board. Why do you get rulebook and not the board? Well, that's embarrassing. All right, not the loadout. Loadout. Okay. I guess that is broken.
Oh yeah, you can't click loadout. That's weird.
That's really weird. Hold on, let me claim this reward real quick. Maybe it'll pop back in.
No, you're not allowed to have a loadout. Loadout revoked.
I'm not allowed to show Pat Gill my cool loadout filled with. All right, that's about it. Well, Pat, we're getting close to the end of our time, and I have a sandwich to eat, and we gotta move some people around.
We do, yeah. What do you want to do? Do you want to do that sandwich now?
Yeah, I kind of want to do that sandwich now. Just get. Okay. I don't think people want to see me eat a breakfast sandwich on screen, but they should really donate for me to delete my hair, which is still the stretch goal for most of this time that we're working here. And we're also raising money for the Innocence Project.
We are. Let me tell you about the Innocence Project. The Innocence Project, their mission is to free the staggering number of innocent people who remain incarcerated and bring reform to the system responsible for their unjust imprisonment. You can learn more at the innocenceproject.org. Let me find a... Let me pull up our donations here and read off some donations as we await the coming of Simone. Anonymous drops 20. Tarchwood dropped 50, saying, go get him. Anonymous dropped 20. Chaotic Bismuth dropped 100. Thank you so much. Cat O saying, sending love and support from Korea. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, Cat. Anonymous dropped 20. Rinabird dropped 20. Egg Josh Endgame. Egg Josh Endgame dropped 5. Thank you so much. Germ Hotel dropped 420. Anonymous dropped 50. Thank you all. Thank
you all for your donations. Really appreciate it.
Let me check in on where Josh's hair is at. Josh's hair is almost to 1,000.
Okay, we're getting closer.
I think we
still
should
have time.
Yeah. If we don't, I don't want no. Okay. If we don't reach it, I think we should extend it for longer because you will be on streams further into the weekend.
Yeah.
I want to make this dream a reality
for everyone and me. Big yawn.
Well, I mean, if you want to start setting up Spider-Man now, I can just keep chatting.
Okay, I'll do that real quick. Let me just pop it in.
I gotta stop yawning on stream. I gotta start covering my damn mouth. Has anybody done an empathetic yawn due to my yawns on the stream yet? Chat, sound off if you have yawned due to my yawns. Code. Literally every time. Okay, great. Have you ever caught an empathetic yawn from a dog or cat? That's my next question to you. Have you ever just been looking at a kitty or a doggy and you see them yawn and then you yawn? Coco the Papaya says, pot of Irish coffees +4 against communal yawns. Now, okay. When you say Irish coffee, do you mean coffee with whiskey in it? Or Is that a type of coffee that you have in Ireland?
All right, Spider-Man is ready.
Spider-Man is ready. Welcome
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw is ready. Oh man, Randy's permanently fucked his neck up shooting that scene.
Wait,
he
really?
insisted on doing it. Yeah.
I did not know that. I knew that they were doing this wrestling thing in like an empty arena, but I didn't know that he hurt himself.
Yeah, the shots in the movie, when he slides down the cage upside down and lands on his neck, he tweaks his neck really bad. And yeah, it was, I guess, part of sad, but it was part of the reason why it was a big, his neck stuff after that was part of the reason he was so reliant on painkillers towards the end of his life. But I do love Bonesaw. I hope they bring back a new, who would be a good Bonesaw?
A good beefy Bonesaw, maybe like with the same energy and ready. Maybe like a Scott Steiner.
Oh no, we're not putting him. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Let him do math. He doesn't have a Shoney's anymore, Pat. Come on.
Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump.
Simone. Okay, we have Simone. Let's get Simone on board. Let me hop into the back. Are you ready for a Simone on the call?
Oh yeah, let's totally go for it.
There we go.
And while we wait, thank you for all your donations and everything going around. I really do appreciate it. I might have to do a little bit of adjusting. Hello, Simone. How's it going?
I am well. How are you? How's it been going?
Just chilling, waiting for stuff.
I might actually not be okay because I think I just repeated verbatim what you said to me.
Oh, it's early. It's okay. We're part of the early stream. It's a part of that. It's okay.
I'm okay.
I
was
okay.
up. Oh.
I just wanted to say thank you, and I want to say great job to Josh for kicking off our 10 a.m. stream. And I'm going to excuse myself once y'all are actually. Would it be more helpful for me to stick around and help with the Spider-Man transition, or should I bounce in terms of getting the tech set up?
Like I'm already ready to go with it.
Oh, you're good to go with Spider-Man? Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Alrighty, cool.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna get out of your hair then.
Are we on? Oh, but good night, Pat. Good night, Pat.
Pat.
Oh my God.
Bye.
Bye, Pat.
Goodbye forever, Pat.
Never again.
Hello
Pat.
forever, Josh.
It's just you and me.